What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games, we're going to be checking out Chronicon. This game is an ARPG, from what I understand, an action RPG in the vein of Diablo or in the vein of Path of Exile, but with pixel art and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to be diving on in today. We're going to be taking a look at it, figuring out if it's something you wanted to add to your wish list, or if after seeing this video it's something you want to pass on. Let's go ahead and dive on into single player. We will create a brand new hero, freshly minted. We got a couple of character classes that we can pick from here. We've got a Templar. I dig it. I like the Paladins. We've got the Berserker, who's big on upper body, not so big on having large legs. His legs are like little chicken wings, but everything else, you know, we don't need the leg day. We got the arm day. We've got ourselves the Warden, who's pretty badass looking. Appears to be a bow fighter or like a ranger. It also looks like we have the Warlock. Oof, I kind of dig that. That's like the only thing that could peel me away from the Paladin is like an evil shadow caster. I'm a big fan of like necromancers, like shadow mages, stuff like that. I don't normally go after like the normal pyromancers, you know, or the cryomancers or anything else like that. But if they're like warlocks and they have a little bit of like a dark demon summoning bent to them, I'm kind of all about that. Yeah, let's go with the Warlock. I gotta do it. His name can just be the Warlock. I don't think we need to do that. Oh, never mind. Apparently, the Warlock is not his name right now. We will name this guy... Oh, I don't know. We'll name him Baldric, I guess. That sounds like a decent name. Actually, no. We gotta have... You know what? This is for the internets. This is not me playing in my free time. There we go. We'll name him Slang a Spell. He's the Slanga. Alright. So we gotta select a difficulty. I will probably go with, like, the middle difficulty so that we can get a decent idea of how hard things are gonna be. Looks like we get less resistances. Oh, really? There's the normal Oh, really? The middle one is not a middle difficulty. It's actually like a hard mode. All right, well, normal then. I feel like most people are going to gravitate towards normal, so for the sake of, like, making a video, that's probably the most representative way to do it. Okay, so we can shoot, like, a little shadow bolt right there. I dig it. It's got a little bit of, like, a gauntlet feeling to it, I guess. So there's Karem. Your first trial is going to be to cleanse the corruption of the fallen temple. This temple was originally known as the Temple of Life and was at the time dedicated to the worship of Aila, the goddess of life, but through a series of unfortunate events, Aila's most devout servant, the high priest Medela, suffered corruption from a powerful cursed amulet placed among the temple offerings. The corruption took complete hold of her, causing her to sacrifice her apprentices in foul rituals and spreading the corruption through the entire temple, killing everyone present. Your task is to find Medela in the depths of the temple and destroy her. Alright, cool, man. Sounds like a plan to me. I am a warlock after all. This is kind of what Oh, really? We just, like, go through this little teleporty business right here? Alright. I'm down with doing some combat. Let's check this thing out. I like how they've got, like, these eternal red candles just... Oh, my God. There's a zombie. Hold on. There we go. Zombie's dead. Took care of business right there. Apparently that zombie lived inside of, like, an old pot. Looks like we're picking up something. Like money, maybe? I don't know what that is. It's got like a purple number, though, and normally in video games, money is like yellow. You know, for like gold or whatever. So I'm kind of wondering if these crystals, like, what do we use those for? Suppose we'll figure it out. I like that pot breaking sound. It makes me happy. Oh, there's a bunch of zombies in here. Okay. It doesn't look like there's any impact or any, like, thud or any kind of, like, confirmation of the hits right here as we're throwing that on out there. That is something that I'd like to see. Like, when you hit an enemy, there should be, like, a blood splash and kind of like a... There should be a confirmation thud or sound, an unstable lantern. Yeah, I'll take it. I've got an inventory, obviously. Do I put the lantern, like, right there? That looks like it's right. So what does that do for me? It gives me a bigger light radius. It's going to give me some more damage versus elementals. It says that its value is in kind of purple eldritch crystals. So I'm getting the feeling... Yeah, let's just fire off in that direction real fast. So they're grapplers. I'm gonna guess that means that if they get too close, they're gonna grab you and they're gonna kind of pin you, so that other animals or other creatures or other monsters are gonna be able to have their way with you. That guy right there, I have no idea what's going on with him. But yeah, the game badly needs some kind of confirmation of a hit. So like a blood splash, a bone flying off of them with like a little just talk sound or something like that. Just to give you a little bit of a confirmation that you're actually landing hits. The silence as my shadow bolt heads towards the enemy makes it feel kind of wispy and makes it feel like it sort of lacks impact. There we go. I don't know how it's going to work with melee or anything else, but just an early observation there. This game is currently in its 1.0 completed release right now, so it's not an early access. We've got some kind of cloak right here. Apparently it goes into the same slot as our lantern, but I don't think that we're going to need it. I think we're good to go. What does this tab do right here? Ah, we've got skill trees. So I've got 2 skill points I can play around with. We have different trees. We have Corruptor, we have Lich, we have Demonologist, we have Reaper, and we have apparently a Mastery tree. I gotta go with Lich, man. That sounds too awesome. Like, I gotta have it. Apparently we're gonna assign a skill slot right there. Okay. So we can get Death Shroud. The Warlock sacrifices 3 souls to partially enter the plane of death, rendering him invisible for 6 seconds. Foes can hear and target the Warlock if you get too close. We also have Soul Warp. Okay. Are these like different things? Oh, really? We got a Frost Spear right there. Yeah, do that. I want the Frost Spear. Let's definitely go with a Frost Spear. Oh, okay. So that's kind of like an overarching... So every time we put a point into anything, we also get a point in this passive skill right here, which is going to increase our mana and do some other stuff. Okay. Yeah, we're probably going to need mana since we're a caster, so I do think that maybe maxing out the bonus mana is a good idea. All right. Where's my... Do I assign it from right here? How do I get my... I got to get my spell all nice and lined up here. There we go. So you right-click on it in here. Yeah, and there's our little ice spear right there. It actually doesn't really seem to cost us that much. Oh. Does it restore my mana? It does, so it's a different default attack. Okay, I'm about that. That's thematic. I like it. So since we're a Lich, we have a different default attack than we would have if we were just like a... Where's that Shadow Bolt coming from? Shadow Bolt must just be a default, but that gives me mana back, so it's like a charging ability, so I'm just going to swap it out. Since we're a Lich, we no longer have need of Shadow. We have only... See, that right there has a there we go. So see, that's the confirmation sound right there that I was just talking about. That feels much, much better. Okay, so apparently... Oh my god, there's spikes. Okay. We've got a negating leather cap. Reduce damage from indirect sources and debuffs. I don't know exactly what that means, but I'm going to go ahead and take it. Oh, hello. Loot. Hi. Welcome to my inventory. A decaying staff right there. Alright. Alright. Looks good. We got some more stuff right there. I do like how it marks things with a blue dot when it's behind a wall. It's really, really nice. So we've got a decaying staff right there. It's got a higher damage. I do like that it denotes the increases that you're going to be getting from the various gear. When you mouse over it, you can instantaneously tell whether or not it's an upgrade just by the amount of green. I very much like that. That's appreciated, especially if you're not like a hardcore number cruncher. Like, I'm not one of those guys that spends a ton of time in Path of Exile just like non-stop processing like the sheer volume of DPS and whatnot that I can put out. I mostly just look and I see if there's a net DPS increase, or like if I need more HP, is there like a net HP increase, so on and so forth. That's my town portal, by the way. I opened it up on accident while I was fiddling around with other stuff. There we go, perfect. Just keep knocking some stuff around. What is that thing? An offering bowl. Apparently his name is Glod, and he is deeply unhappy that we attempted to steal from the offering bowl. I'm just going to keep shooting him. We don't have a lot of DPS right now. This is sort of like in Diablo 2 fighting Rakanishu, like when you're like level 2 and like speedrunning. But we're going to give it a go. We're going to give it a go. I mean, we're making progress right now. At least we're knocking him down by like 1 pip every single time. I will not... Okay, there we go. I just wanted to stick it out real fast. All right, what did we get here? We got some money. We got some goodies. I do like the Lootsplosions. We've got Glod's coins. Okay, smite foes for 50% holy damage instantly. Intradasting. Okay, we've got energetic pounders over here for the berserkers, so those aren't for me. We do have onyx slippers, though. Okay, those are for us. And then we've got a health regeneration robe. I like it. Bigger light radius on that lantern than what we had previously. Okay. So we've got a few things here that I'm sort of interested in. Oh, really? That takes up that slot, too. Bummer. I was hoping it would take up, like, the book slot or, like, an offhand slot. Okay, we got a cowl, though. What does our old cowl do? Anything? We get more health from that one, so I'll go ahead and slap it on there. What do... Oh, that takes that spot. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and put that on then. I mean, that does seem like probably the best thing that we have at the moment. Hopefully it'll help us deal a little bit more damage. It says we get some kind of like Holy Smite or something out of it, so that sounds pretty pleasing and exciting. We're a Lich, so I don't think we're big on the business of Holy Smiting. Well, you know, we can dabble. We can stick our toe in the pool. It's never a bad idea to diversify a little bit, so long as you don't diversify so much that you're like a jack of all trades. Let's see here. We've got ourselves a new book that we can't use because for a Templar. We sometimes shock enemies nearby. We've got Berserker Boots. Okay, we got to level up a little bit more. Dude, we're like almost out of inventory space already. Wonder if we get like a bigger backpack at some point. What is that? Oh. Apparently we also have gems and things, so we're going to be able to slot and kind of allocate points where they need to go. I do feel like we're hitting a little bit harder. Oh my god. I love the penetrative effect of our ice bolt right now. Makes me pretty happy. Just a little bit of extra DPS where you need it, when you need it. There's a whole bunch of these dudes over here. Yeah, let's go ahead and light them up real quick. Our Frostbolt also slows them down, so it's going to allow us to kite like an absolute champion pretty soon. What is that, a spiked fighter's harness? That's not for me, but I will take it because we can more than likely vendor it somewhere back in town. I love all the little destroyables and things on the map design, too. They make a very satisfying little noise. And I just can't help it. I don't know if you're anything like me, but like when I go through a level, I have to destroy like all of the pots and all of the tables and all the random like set decorations. I can't help it. I have to. It's just like an addiction. That's one thing that I always really liked about Rogue Legacy is that they had a perk specifically like addressing people like me, where like you could only get like heals and things from destroying furniture. A lot of zombies over here, although I do like the enemy density. Apparently there's no room for that right now, but we do have a level up, so what do we have going on here? I don't know if I should keep buffing up that ability or if I should keep looking into other stuff. I'd like to have like some kind of summon, so we need 4 points spent in order to get serrated spears. Okay. Yeah, let's just max out Frost Spear. More damage is good. I like more damage. We also need to, I think, put down a portal and maybe go back to town and sell some of this stuff. We may be able to pull out a few more good items or something. So he's a guide and skill resets. Don't really want to do that, but if there's a vendor around here. Alright, so I carefully crept through, I equipped everything that was an upgrade, and we have liquidated our inventory. It seems like the core gameplay loop is more or less preserved from every other action RPG. Go into dungeon, murder stuff in face, get level ups, hopefully get many Lootsplosions. At which point, go back, sell your ill-begotten gains, and hopefully be a little bit more efficient at whatever it is your job is. If you're a fighter, that might be smashing things in the head. Wizard, probably doing some of the finger wiggly business. Anybody else around here? I was hoping that as a Lich we were going to summon skeletons or like ghosts or something. I don't know what the summoning tree is, probably demonology. I probably should have looked through a little bit better, but I do like the idea of using frost and like explosions and magic spells too. Steeljaw the Sorcerer. We're about to test that theory. He is blocking an awful lot of my damage right now, though. Apparently, he lights off a bunch of fire whenever he hits me, too. Hey, more loot. There we go. Critical hit damage, shadow damage. Actually, I'd like to stack up some frost damage if I could. It does look like they're kind of angling in that direction. The Reeking Cellar. Okay. I may go down that way. Let me just finish off a few more enemies. I'm about leveling up out here. Trying to get a little bit stronger before we face whatever challenge we might be facing. There's another chest down there, too, that we missed out on. Hopefully that'll have something good inside of it. Hello, don't mind me, just your friendly neighborhood warlock, walking through a hellish basement full of things that are trying to impale me. Yep, impalement, it's the thing that I crave. It's why I adventure. When I was a young child, I thought to myself, what do I want to do when I grow up? And get impaled was the foremost fact on my mind. Right, there goes another one right there. Another level up. We're level 4, which means we may be able to take on a new ability that we can throw onto our right click or something. I'm definitely going to go through and take a look and see if there's anything that I feel makes me a little bit tougher. I'm thinking we need some kind of summon, something to tank, something out in front of us that's going to soak some damage and, like, make sure that we're not getting run up on. So let me have a look at this skill list here and see what I can find. So we're not quite there yet. We got to spend a few more points before we're going to be able to get into Skull Bomb. But I'm thinking that's what I'm going to choose, is we're going to throw, like, kind of a Hobgoblin-style pumpkin bomb at the enemy. It's going to blow up and deal a bunch of damage. Smells like home. Dude, it's called the Reeking Cellar, man. I don't know, you might want to get your potpourri game on point. Like, I don't know how many Warlock ladies you'd be inviting over to the, like... Oh, okay, alright. I don't know how many Warlock ladies, like, tend to come over to the Warlock pad just to, you know, help out with the polishing of the skulls and whatnot. But my general experience has been you bring somebody home and they describe it as reeking, and maybe you're going to miss out on some serious hardy Warlock loving. That's all that I'm saying. Hey, we got a new Warlock book. That's pretty sweet. Literacy is fun. Throw that over there. All right. What else we got going on here? Another zombie inside of a box. Real question we need to ask ourselves is who's shoving all these dead bodies inside shipping crates? What is the function of doing that? I do appear to be absorbing souls from time to time. I'm assuming, yeah, that's it right there. So you absorb souls, and then we're going to trade that in as kind of like a currency to power our abilities, I think. Nothing too much over here. I don't even know if it's worth breaking all this stuff just for, like, the scraps that I'm getting. Like, when we sell loot, we were getting, like, 400, 500 crystals per loot, so maybe the 2 or 3 that we're getting off the ground doesn't necessitate all of the breakage that we're trying to throw out there. I do like the lighting effects. I do think that they have, like, the appropriate level of darkness for the areas. Like, I don't know if they're going for, like, super crazy... Ooh, treasure chest. I don't know if they're going for super crazy, like, grimdark Diablo 2 type aesthetics, but it does feel kind of dark and eerie, so that's good if that's what they were going for. Putridus? Uh-oh. I feel like maybe I don't want to get that close to you. Yeah, I don't know why you're, like, lighting off some kind of, like, massive bone fart and trying to get me to sniff the air, and I'm just not going to fall for it, dude. I heard you lock the car door. Like, I know what's coming, so now I'm holding my breath. You played your hand a little too early with the bone farts. We definitely need some more DPS. Yeah, that or attack speed would be really, really nice. If I could turn this character into, like, a machine gun, I feel like that'd be really cool. Alright, what do we have here? A putrid pouch. We get 2 more slots. Nice. An attracting charm, an onyx leather hood, and some potions. Okay. I'll take it. The big thing that I'm interested in is I want a bigger inventory space. I do like that, how you can increase your inventory space with just like bags that you find around. It's definitely pleasing. Do I have any upgrades around here? I don't know if I have any. We have a chilling, drifting small charm. Damage foes, hit for 26% frost damage instantly. Well, I'm getting 50 out of Glod's coins, so like I don't think that's going to be that good of an increase. That's more HP right there. We've got the new book, so that's a bunch of new damage. Stoked about that. All right, let's move it along. We got our task done here. We have an empowered shrine. Your powers return rapidly, and you feel powerful. Well, that's good. At least Ayala was on my side, dude. Like, I'm down here doing her will, even though warlocks are not typically known for their adherence to the standard of the light, okay? But I'm still down here doing it, taking care of my duties down under the guard barracks. There's the lower temple halls right there.
Stand back, mortal. Greetings.
Beyond this door lies the once sacred halls of our temple. I can only let you pass if I know that your intentions are true. To prove yourself, I will ask you to end the corrupted and vile Captain Moore. He resides in his old quarters in the guard barracks nearby. Go to the barracks, find the captain's quarters, and kill Captain Moore. Only then will I let you pass. Dude, you just want me to get the captain's quarters so that you can go play Street Fighter at the arcade. Don't lie to me. I'll do it, alright? I'm gonna go do the MacGuffin because you want me to do the Oh, the blue lighting. Okay. Terrifying spiderlings. Alright. Don't like that. Don't like that at all. I do like the sheer volume of viscera that comes out of each little spider, though. That makes me feel a lot better about how unsafe it might be. Oh, really? So you get like a combo as well, kind of Diablo 3 style. Okay, I can deal with that. I like that. It gives you kind of that opportunity to go forward and try to kill enemies at like a faster rate in order to get like big bonuses. Because it did seem like it added up, so that's really, really nice. That back here. I don't know how fast we have to kill in order to get that bonus. I do wish we had a little bit more illumination. Like, it's a little bit dark. I feel like a lot of the time I'm firing at things that I can't see, like off screen. But then again, maybe later on we'll get better, you know, lanterns and things of that nature. It also looks like you have to kind of like enter the room in order to turn on the lighting. I'm sure that's like a conscious, hey, Wraiths, chill. Chill. I'm a warlock. I'm on your team, man. You should come work for me. You know, stop messing around with all these lesser guard barrack zombies. I'm a warlock. I'll treat you right, baby. Let's see here. We got another ability. That means we can get Skull Bomb, which I'm all about. So put Skull Bomb right there. Yeah. Okay, now we got the Skull Bomb. So whenever we get like a big density of enemies, we'll go through and chuck a Skull Bomb at them. Hopefully that'll be good enough. So each one of these rooms may or may not... Oh, really? We can teleport around. Well, that's good to know. Okay. Seems odd that you would put spike traps at the entrance to the communal sleeping area. There we go. There we go. Yeah, let me get a little bit of that mana back. Let me recharge myself. I do like the kind of push-pull of having an active ability that costs mana and a primary ability that regains it. I do sort of dig. Oh, these guys are kind of fast, man. I don't know if I can outrun them. There we go. Perfect. Crystal Essence right there. Apparently, that's something valuable to me. I assume it's a currency that I'm going to need later. I'm just going to stand my ground. This dude can hit me if he's going to hit me. What is that? Energized Drifting Plate Greaves. Okay. That's not really for me. There we go. Now we're picking up speed. Now we're cooking with fire. Did that man just silence my ability to cast magic? Oh, I am... Offendatron is offended. Okay. I don't like being silenced when I play a mage class. That upsets me. I will stand on these spikes to prove a point that I am impervious to pain, for I am a creature of the Shadow Realm. We have 15 HP right there. We should probably go through and check and see if we got any upgrades. That's a big upgrade right there. So next level, we should be able to slap that on and see some increase in our efficacy. For right now, we'll wear kind of that discount armor. I'm going to hold on to Glod's coins for like a long time. I think Glod's coins are going to be useful to us for quite some time. Apparently, you can also equip scrolls and all these little like... we've got kind of little consumable slots, I guess. Consumable slots are a little bit small. I would like to be able to resize this portion of the UI ever so slightly, I guess. It does appear a little small to me. I got bad eyes, though, so that's just my observation. In fact, we can check the settings right now and see if that's possible. In fact, it does appear to be incredibly customizable, including and not limited to visual aids for colorblindness. So there you go. You can customize and make I just made that UI bigger right there. You can customize, make the UI bigger as you see fit. Perfect. Exactly what I like to see. When I have like a little concern like that, I was going to say the bottom left UI was kind of bothering me with how tiny it was. And so I'm glad to see that you can go through and you can custom tailor that. Good. We've got a lucky mana orb of frost. Ooh, and it gives us magic find, dude. I may have to slap that in instead of Glod's coins. All of our abilities do ice damage, so the extra 7% ice damage I think is really going to be helpful. Like, we're not hitting that hard yet, and in fact, I would like to see damage numbers around somewhere so that I can get a feel for this. I think I saw it in the options. You can activate damage numbers. What are you guys doing down here? Just, like, spidering? Like, various spider tasks and chores? Oh, there's more of you guys in there. Okay. You guys have like a tendency to drop stuff that I want. So I'm going to curve the grenade around the corner to kill you. And take your essence. Take your essence into my body. I'm really, really glad we have an AoE. Honestly, all of our abilities have like an AoE effect on them. We've got the penetration from the Frost Spear, and then from our other ability, we've got a little bit of a circular AoE. So I'll take it. I believe we have another level up. I like that we have the throat singing going on in the background. Like, oh, Wraith, I'm fighting Warlock music. I like that we have that going on in the background. I don't know why, but Tuvon throat singing or whatever it's called really, really works for me thematically when it comes to games that are supposed to be dark and spooky. Holy Companions Arrows. Not for me, unfortunately. Not for me. What other passives do we have around here? We got critical hit damage over there. Got a little bit more mana. We have Bone Chill. Slowing them? Yeah, do that. We're leaning hard into this frost thing right now, so if we can get any additive benefits to sort of the frost abilities that we're throwing around, I would appreciate it. Man, even slowed down, the little bastards are pretty quick, aren't they? Alright, a few more enemies down, but this game's called Chronicon. We're just about out of time for right now. It's a pixel art action RPG, so if you're, done with Grim Dawn, done with Titan Quest, and finished off with Path of Exile, and you're bored with those, and you're looking for a new edition, seems like a pretty good indie alternative. Like, obviously it's missing out on some of, like, the AAA stuff, like your gear changing as you put it on your characters or whatever. But those are sort of sins that I'm willing to forgive because, like, the game, it's not even like a sin, honestly. It's a function of budget. But anyways,
I don't have room for
you don't have room for that. Of course you don't. But that being said, the character design does seem to be pretty cool, and I do like the abilities and whatnot. Like, I'm having fun slinging spells all over the place. I like the fact that the game is fully customizable with both things to be displayed, the way they are displayed, and things of that nature. And so that's really, really nice as far as accessibility goes. So anyways, check it on out. Chronicon. I'll have a link for you down below. My name is Splattercat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile every single day in the world of indie games so you don't have to. I'll see you all tomorrow with something hot and fresh off the indie skillet. Take care, everybody. I'll be back later.